A while back, I was attending a writing workshop, and the first prompt they gave us to use was describe your best day ever. Well, that sounded like a pretty good idea, get everybody talking about something positive and easy to share. So I'm thinking about the best day ever. Do I pick the day I met my wife, Christine, or the day we got married, or the birth of our children, and which child? Yeah, you can't. And I realized about that time that when you're picking the best day ever, to pick one sort of undermines all the other candidates badly. And so I said, well, maybe there's something else. So I realized that there's a couple ways to look at the best day ever. It doesn't necessarily have to be the beginning of a good thing. It could be the end of a bad thing. I was in Vietnam, a combat veteran, and the helicopter ride out of the jungle was a very good thing. I started my journey home, and coming home, a very good thing. And getting out of the Army, for me, was a very good thing. And then I also realized that, okay, it might be more interesting to write about a disaster avoided rather than something good starting or something bad ending. For example, about 20 years or so ago, Christine, my wife, and I, that's just two people, we were having dinner, and we're talking about the day, and she was relating to me that she had been to the Lancaster market that day, and she picked up a few things, and on her way home, she saw a young man with a cardboard sign standing on a corner, and she said, he's about the same height as our youngest son, and the same color hair, and the same build. And I said, okay, it looks like our son. He's going to get a donation. And that's what she did. Now, a lot of people have issues with giving money to panhandlers. And what Christine and I have come to over the years is, there may be some bums out there that we're occasionally helping. We may be occasionally giving money to people who don't need it and are frauds. But we don't know who they are. And some might need the money. So our attitude has always been, give a little bit. And if they're ripping you off, they're not ripping you off very much. And if they really need the help, you're helping a little bit. So that's our solution to that. We're not recommending it for anybody else, and we're not saying we won't come to our senses someday either. But she's telling me this story. She actually had to find another parking place, parked, walked back to where this young guy was. And she gave him some money, and they had a conversation. And she said, he was very grateful at first, but then after a while, I got uncomfortable. It was almost as if he was hitting on me. And I actually said, oh, honey, a lot of those people are mentally ill. The words come out of my mouth, and I'm going, oh, and I'm trying to pull them back. But they're gone, and they have landed, and there was an awkward pause, potentially marriage-ending awkward pause, and I'm sitting there, and it's sinking in how much that could hurt, and how much trouble I am in, and how am I going to get out of this, and Christine laughed. She thought it was hysterical, which sort of gives credence to the idea that my best day ever was the day I met Christine. Thank you.